25 minutes to 2 o'clock. And you know what we do on a Friday at this time. It is 7:02 Unplugged. And today we have a different kind of a treat for you. We are joined by a South African musical theatre actor and singer, Jonathan Rocksmith. And if you are a fan of musical theatres like me, being a musical theatre girl, you will know that musicals like Grease, musicals and performances like The Buddy Holly Story and so many others really get you into the mood. Phantom of the Opera, Cats, Beauty and the Beast. You have to just be in a total vibe to absolutely love and enjoy musical theatre. If anything, I'm actually going to challenge us in this interview to turn it into a musical theatre interview. Welcome, Jonathan Rocksmith. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing so well, and I'm looking forward to all your calls on 011 883 0702, the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. Now, Jonathan, you are literally in a spectacle at the moment that everybody can go and watch. Tell us about it first.
So, it's at the Teatro at Monte Cassino, and it's called My Favorite Broadway. And it's essentially an entire concert of all your favorite songs from the musicals. And not just that, played by a 32-piece orchestra, the Igoli Symphonic Orchestra. And, you know, what's wonderful about that is everybody's got their favorite song in a musical, but you have to wait for a lot of talking to get to it. We've taken all the talking out, gone straight to the songs and put them back to back, so there's no waiting. So everybody's got their favorite moments and their favorite songs in the show. That's all happening in one show. So Les Mis, Phantom, as you said, there's Cats. There's also stuff from Chicago. Yeah,
I've been seeing the trend. I don't know if you saw it. There's a trend right now where they're busy doing the lawyers dance.
Oh yes. That's
yes,
my song.
Oh my God!
That's the one I'm going to be doing in Chicago because Chicago's coming into this year.
I'm so
excited. I'm in that as well.
As Billy
Flynn. I'm Billy Flynn.
My God.
Oh yeah.
You are making my heart just get so excited. But even more so, outside of being a musical theatre baby, I'm going through the era of rewatching all these Disney films.
Because those are musicals.
Right? And I was thinking about like Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas and Mulan of
What's it, Reflection?
Yes. Yeah. Who is that girl I see?
Yeah. But they've taken out I'll Make You a Man. They've taken that song out now because apparently it's not PC anymore.
Oh.
So the To Defeat the Huns, you know that one? Gone.
Yes. I didn't know.
So Reflection was all we have left. Let's hold on to it clearly.
And if you're wondering if Reflection is the same that Christina Aguilera sang, it is the same. Not the same as in the film, but so which are your all-time favorite musicals? And I'm not talking from a performer perspective, but just the ones that you have just loved.
Recently, with the big classics that have been on at Monty, you know, The Sound of Music and My Fair Lady, what I've loved about that is that I've seen kids in the theatre coming to watch it because obviously their grands or their grandpas remember them or their parents and they bring their kids to the theatre. And that's what always sort of gets me going. I mean, I'll never forget I was watching My Fair Lady earlier this year and they're doing, you know, I Could Have Danced All Night and these young kids were like dancing in the aisles and I just thought that's the way you know theatre's doing something right. When kids who, as you know, kids know everything.
Yes, of course they do.
Not one of them had to look at a phone or an iPad. They weren't interested. They wanted to watch the show. And to me, that's the test these days. How many cell phone screens are in the theatre?
Because it's a battle of the attention. It's a fight for everybody's attention, and I still think there is something extremely magical and special about going to the theatre.
It's live. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in that moment, and I think it's like an extreme sport. You know, because you have one chance to get it right tonight.
You were just telling me now, before we came on air, and I was sharing with you how I had to be on vocal rest. You did a performance and you lost your voice
during
halfway.
the show. I've been there.
What happened?
Well, you sort of have to do your best to forgive yourself in that moment, which is hard.
Were you able to finish the show or your stand-in came in?
No, my understudy had to go on. It was one of those situations. And, you know, the thing is, we're sort of discouraged.
The role of...
There was no announcement. Because I went off in the interval and suddenly the Phantom got shorter and thinner. It was hilarious. But... You know,
I can't believe they did it.
He went on to Ozempic. That's what happened halfway through the show.
How could they not announce? That is hilarious.
It was so fast. and suddenly everything had to change. And you do feel bad, but
Yes.
we're human. It happens every now and
Yes.
again, and gratefully it's only happened once, but it stays with you. It does stay with you. So yeah, it's one of those things that people I don't think understand about this job when it relies on your voice.
What was the longest you had to go on vocal rest?
Well, probably the longest I've had so far is about 8 days.
Ooh,
8 days, yeah.
that's super tough.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Because you
super
don't realize how much you use your voice when you're not singing.
Yep.
Just small things, just acknowledging people, greeting people. You stub your toe and you go,
and they think you're rude, right? If you have to go to the
Superior.
shops, you just no. But I walk with my notes app open, and I literally show like I don't have a voice, I can't speak.
I worked with a lady and she had a T-shirt printed, not talking, I'm on vocal rest.
Wait, I said I'm going to challenge us to make this
yes.
into a musical.
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite musical song of all time?
Goodness. I would say the music of the night.
Ooh, sing it to me.
You're getting it on the Unplugged session, I'll tell you that.
Sing it to me.
No, you can't cheat. You're doing the same notes over and over. That's not singing. That's a recitative.
Okay,
now.
sing it to me.
When I have my piano with me.
What is the one song you audition with all the time that shows your range and will get you the gig? Because we all have that song. Mine for a long time was a 1950s song called Can't Help Loving That Man of Mine.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes from a very, very old
Showboat.
Yes, from Showboat. That was my go-to song, but my voice has evolved. I mean, I haven't done a singing audition in years.
Yeah.
What is your go-to?
At the moment, From Now On, from Greater Showman.
Oh,
From now on, these eyes on... You know that one?
yes,
I do that one because it goes right at the end. It goes all the way up into your range. So that's
Please,
really
can I challenge you? I don't even know if this musical exists in real life, but there's a film called Coco, which is my son's current favorite Disney animation.
Remember me.
Oh,
Oh,
my gosh.
have you ever been sadder to see a skeleton sing?
I cry every time.
It's
and that song,
that old lady at the end.
Coco, Mama
Oh,
Coco.
I tell you what.
Okay, I need to hear him. I need to
But
hear
let's
some.
be honest. Ernesto got what he got, what he deserved.
What do you mean?
Ernesto.
Oh, the
Hello. Have you ever seen a moustache on a skeleton?
you guys have to watch Coco, please, guys. And so it will teach you about the Day of the Dead and what the belief is about. But more than that, for me, it felt like I was watching something that totally related to my belief system
yeah.
and my ancestors, that they get to watch over me and be a part of this world with
But
me.
it also comes into accountability.
yes.
Taking responsibility for what you do. If you do bad, bad will happen. If you do good, good will happen. That's kind of the principle, which I love. And the guy who wrote the music for that wrote the music for Hamilton.
Wow, I didn't know
Lin-Manuel
that.
Miranda. Yeah. I'm sure it was him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're such a musical theater junkie. Guys, I want to hear this man sing. I want to hear him sing, but also send us a message, a WhatsApp of your favorite musical theater songs and tell us why. And for me, if I had, it's a toss between Rent and Chicago.
Interesting. That's an interesting period.
Right? Between Rent and Chicago, just because of the music. For me, the music always tells me.
And you know, it's so weird. They were on
Yes.
Broadway at exactly the same time. 96.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly the same time. And I think they were 2 streets apart, their theaters. So it's weird that you like both of them.
I love them. I just think the era, how the music was written, the storylines. I mean, Chicago is that tongue-in-cheek dark humor that I'm obsessed with. How could you not love He Had It Coming?
Oh, come on. It's
He
intended
had
for a
it
reason.
like such a beautiful song. But I want to hear more singing. 011 883 0702, the WhatsApp line 072 702 and 702. When we come back, Jonathan Rocksmith is going to sing for us.
Beyond politics.
TD, I'm not going anywhere.
It's honest conversations with politicians and newsmakers on Polytricking with Sidi Madia on EWN. It gets heavy.
Even in losing the election in Polokwane,
Yeah,
people regret Zuma. They don't regret not backing Mbeki.
me, I don't regret nothing. Because he gave people a sword to stab him with.
Yeah.
It gets personal.
There's a tendency to paint the entire GNU with the whims and the feelings of the DA at any particular moment. It is not a fact.
It gets to their truth.
If you check the videos, it started coming like organically on the ground. Random leaders of the FF command saying, "No, man, this Floyd must go away."
You call him
must
VBS
defend
Floyd, don't you?
Yeah, it's VBS Floyd.
Why is Julius Malema not VBS
But the
Malema?
president was cleared by parliament, guys.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're defending even Floyd Shivambuni who's in the EFF from VBS. Suddenly it's VBS Floyd.
No, I never defended.
Catch a new episode every Wednesday on PrimeMediaPlus.com. Polytricking with Sidi Madia on EWN. In touch, in tune, and independent.
Everybody loves payday, but every payday comes a challenge. How are you going to make your money last? No stress. Take a Lot brings you a lot for less. Buy pantry essentials in bulk and save up to 55%. Seriously, it's bulk shopping made simple. Want even bigger savings? Subscribe to Take a Lot More today for exclusive deals and unlimited free same-day delivery. Download the Take a Lot app and start your free 1-month Take a Lot More trial now.
Year in, year out, we're fixing tires faster than a Formula One pit crew. My team is on top of things like tire whisperers. If an unforeseen accident were to happen in my workshop, at least I've got My Way business insurance to keep the wheels turning.
Visit myway.co.za or dial 0860 64 64 64 and get a quote today. My Way is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's, C's and standard rates apply. My Way. Live your way.
We love rating things, our phones, our cars, but our health? Your health lets you do what you love with the people you love. So who are you staying healthy for and how can you improve your health? Choose Dis-Chem Life, the life cover that helps you live a healthier, more rewarding, longer life with regular health checks. Visit dischemlife.co.za now. Dis-Chem Life. Choose a better partner for life. Dis-Chem Life is an authorized FSP 50594, underwritten by Guardrisk Life, a licensed life insurer FSP 76. T's and C's apply.
Fridays mean Unplugged on 702.
13 minutes to 2 o'clock, and on 702 Unplugged, we're joined by Jonathan Rocksmith, South African musical theatre actor and singer, but you can find him at Monte Cassino's Teatro performing My Favorite Broadway, where it is taking place on over 2 consecutive weekends, Friday the 25th to Sunday the 27th of July, and Friday the 1st of August to Sunday the 3rd of August. You can get your tickets on webtickets.co.za, but take a listen to him live.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. I sat on the roof and I kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. but the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is now you're in the world. That one they might know. They might know this one as well. Sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Unfurls its splendor, grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all the thoughts of the world you knew. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor.
Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Song take flight. Help me make the music of the
You're making us cry already. Somebody's saying on the WhatsApp line, please can I take his voice home with me? Another one says, I'm Jonathan's biggest fan ever since I saw him in Call Me Lee at Monty. I've got tickets for the show too. And many more others are saying, West Side Story, best musical. As we close off your final song.
Something I think very timeless for what we're all seeing and going through at the moment.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
When it comes to protecting your workforce, trust the workwear brand that has been protecting workers for over 150 years, Sweetall. Sweetall has overalls and uniform solutions for every industry, so your team...